Hello, everybody. This is Craig Amon here. We have something different today, and that is Dear Esther, Landmark Edition. I don't really know anything about the game, but it looks like something that I might enjoy. So I figure why not record it for YouTube? And oh goodness, we'll see where it goes. And the best way to do that, as I always say, let's get to it. Okay, the lighthouse. We're gonna. Okay.
Dear Esther,
Very
the
sad.
morning after I was washed ashore, salt in my ears, sand in my mouth, and the waves always at my ankles, I felt as though everything had conspired to this one last shipwreck. I remembered nothing but water, stones in my belly and my shoes, threatening to drag me under to where only the most
stones doing in
listless
your
of
belly,
creatures
man?
swim.
Ow. That hurts me thinking about it. Oh, I'm supposed. Oh, I'm supposed to do something. Wow, this don't look too bad, man. Can I go in the water? Yeah, just go in the water. Just go in the water. Whoa, whoa, freakiness, and I can't move around. I don't know what's going on. Huh? I don't know what that achievement says, but I got an achievement for walking in the damn water. Wow. Okay, let's see what's in the house. I got an auto flashlight. That's cool. Dude, clean your toilet. Can I interact with any objects? Oh, I can zoom. Okay. That might come in handy later. Right now, don't really need it exactly. Paint. Oh, that's a waste of paint. Does that say something? I can't read it. Okay. Oh. Stupid bird. Can I run? No, I cannot run. More spilled paint. What a bummer. Whoa. 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 Oh, there's two buttons for zoom. May or may not come in handy. Let's see where this path leads us, because there was two paths up here. And then the lighthouse. I guess I could go to the lighthouse. No, I'm going to see where this path leads. Path. Oh, goodness. Path leads me. Okay. Man, it sure would be nice to, like, pick up the pace. Then again, if he's still recovering from drowning, that's what it sounded like he said. I was basically drowning and I washed up on a dock. No, not a dock. Oh, what do they call them? I don't know. I'm not around the boating
Those
scene very
islands in the
much.
distance, I'm sure, are nothing more than relics of another time, sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for a final dreaming. I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries.
Yeah. Why is your wrist shaking, man? You okay? Sounds like you're not okay. We might need to do something about that. I still want to know what's over here, though. Don't know what that is. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the Fibonacci. Fibonacci angle. The perfect angle. Perfect circle. That's a band name. Well, it looks like it's just going to let me keep walking. I'm really curious as to what's down here. But I'm starting to get a...
I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
Okay, well, we're not going through the ocean thing again. Might actually die this time. Maybe I did die last time and the game's just not telling me. Oh, we got some stairs this time. I didn't see that on the way back. Yeah. And this guy really isn't doing so great. He walks, yeah. And this guy isn't really doing so great. But then again, he just drowned. I can only assume he just drowned. It's got to be cold out here. I wonder, is this the path that... Oh, no. Well, let's go anyway. What's the worst that could happen? Whoa.
Reading Donnelly by the weak afternoon sunlight. He landed on the south side of the island, followed the path to the bay and climbed the mount. He did not find the caves, and he did not chart the north side. I think this is why his understanding of the island is flawed, incomplete. He stood on the mount and only wondered momentarily how to descend. But then, he didn't have my reasons. When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this. To keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Oh, you don't want to be rescued? Are you trapped here? Because I have a feeling that there might be like vehicles around. There's a lighthouse back here, man. And then you got... Oh my goodness, you got that tower way up there. Wow, I'm pointing in the wrong direction. Way up there. No. But I will say this, I really do like those white cliffs like that because it reminds me of the cliffs of Dover out in... I really should have looked it up, honestly, before even doing this recording. But I think they're out in Ireland? No, not Ireland. They're definitely out in Europe. I can say that for sure because they are not, sure as hell, not in America. But no, the way this guy talks is rather depressing. Like,
They were God-fearing people, those
Okay.
shepherds. There was no love in the relationship. Donnelly tells me that they had one Bible that was passed around in strict rotation. It was stolen by a visiting monk in 1776, 2 years before the island was abandoned altogether. In the interim, I wonder, did they assign chapter and verse to the stones and grasses, marking the geography with a superimposed significance that they could actually walk the Bible and inhabit its contradictions?
You know, that's actually a cool thought. That you could walk through the Bible or any book, really, assigning
Dear
different
Esther,
chapters.
I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason, or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Okay, I swear, you interrupt me one more time. I'm trying to talk to the viewers. And you just keep interrupting me. I'm trying to walk around here
This
because
hermit, this seer, this distant historian of bones and old bread, where did he vanish to? Why, asked the farmers. Why, asked Jacobson. Why bother with your visions at all, if you're just to throw your arms up at the cliff and let it close in behind you and seal you into the belly of the island, a museum shut to all but the most devoted?
that's creepy. What you're saying is creepy. These markings in this cave are creepy. Why am I here? Oh, that's dude. That was in the house. That was in the house on the wall with the paint dropped everywhere. Are there any clues around here besides paint? Who made this paint? Luminous paint, premium plus. All right, I can dig it. It's very luminous, so the name does not lie. If I follow this path down here, will he interrupt me again? Why are you turning your flashlight out? We're not out of the dark yet. I know I can't control it. Oh. You know, this music, it's calming, but it's a bit sad. Then again, this game so far is it's a little depressing. I mean, it's nice scenery. I love the texture on these pebbles and rock formations. I mean, it's no big deal. The game developers do what they can. I'm guessing I just keep walking.
I've become convinced I am not alone here, even though I'm equally sure it is simply a delusion brought upon by circumstance. I do not, for instance, remember where I found the candles, or why I took it upon myself to light such a strange pathway. Perhaps it is only for those who are bound to follow.
Sure. I don't know about the candles you speak of, my dude. But speaking of, what is this formation? Did you do this? Or did someone else? Oh, okay. Whoa! Oh, I did a thing.
Dear
Donnelly.
Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the
Got an
M5 between
achievement.
Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my ordnance survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between
You
the
have a
turn-off for
GPS?
Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Okay. I mean, sometimes shit happens, man. I'm sorry. Are you trying to find someone because they murdered someone? Are they a criminal? Details, man. Details. Okay, there's some boats. Maybe there's something going on down there. Okay, great. The ship. Let's see if there's anything worth looking at around here. Because on the outside, nah, not much to look at. Can you climb up on that? No, no, you cannot. What about that? Nope. Nope, nope, not that, not that. That? What about that? What about that? And this door? Oh, there's another down ship. Is this place like really bad for seafaring ships? I guess I better get out of here then. Might not be bad. It might not be good for seafaring people. I mean, unless they got out alive, I don't think the people on either of those ships did very well. Sorry. I'm just
I
gonna...
had kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Ouch. Wait, opaque by the car of a drunk. Uh-oh. DUI? That's no good. Never a good way to go out. Guessing you're talking about a wife? Girlfriend? Boyfriend? Lover? I suppose we'll find out sooner or later. After we walk this entire island.
It's only at night that this place makes any sluggish effort at life. You can see the buoy and the aerial. I've been taking to sleeping through the day in an attempt to resurrect myself. I can feel the last days drawing upon me. There's little point now in continuation. There must be something new to find here. Some nook or some cranny that offers a perspective worth clinging to. I've burnt my bridges. I've sunk my boats and watched them go to water.
Okay. I mean, if it means so little to you, don't know why. You know, maybe get a hobby. You know, maybe build sailboats or something. I mean, those aren't exactly sailboats out there. You know, run a lighthouse. You know, do things like that. Actually, you know what? I really think you should pick up exercise. Running, cardio. It'll help you out a lot. Is that little small cliff I jumped off of? Can I not go back? I cannot go back. Whoops. My bad, guys. I just wanted to explore the island. and hear this guy talk more about his memoirs. And I mean, really, he should just be walking around here writing a book the way that he talks. Can't really do anything down that direction I was going. I guess I need to go the other way around the boats.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Okay, new hermits? What do you mean by hermits, good sir? Hermit crabs? Is there hermit crabs roaming around here? Or are there just, I don't know, people roaming around that, keep to themselves like a hermit would? Okay. Either way, it'll make a lot of sense to me that, a sunken boat would bring more people. I feel like a sunken boat would make them say, peace out. I'm stuck back here because I cannot absolutely figure out what path it wants me to take. Hold up. Have I been walking past this the entire time? I was about to do the water trick again. Let's see what's down here. Turns out I wasn't paying just enough attention. Two paths again? Well, let's see where this one goes. Nothing wrong with a low path. Is that a third path? And you guys are giving me too much to explore and too
What
slow of a
charnel house
kick.
lies at the foot of this abyss? How many dead shepherds could fill this hole?
Probably too many. I already did the water thing. Should I do it? Yep. No!
Come back.
Dak and Armin, I got another achievement for falling down a hole. Oh, this game is cracking me up. Okay, so that must be the shepherd's house. I guess if he's around, we can ask him some questions. Where were you on the night of June 5th, 1982?
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked
Okay.
deep into the mountain from the shaft and understood that I must go up and then find the
Shaft.
way under. I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
Oh, that sounds very mystic. Rebirth. Considering you've fallen down a very deep hole on purpose, you walked too deep into the water on purpose, and
The
now you're
bothy
walking
was
up a hill.
constructed
This is
originally
very
in
pretty.
the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
That sucks, man. I hate that for you. There's more luminescence. Same pattern as in that cave. That's a little curious. Let's check this house out. And we came all this way. Empty.
My heart is landfill. These false dawns waking into the still never light. I sweat for you in the small hours and wrap my blankets into a mass. I have always heard the waves break on these lost shores, always the gulls forgotten. I can lift this bottle to my ear, and all there ever is for me is this Hebridean music.
Hebridean music. I heard that before. Very pretty music, I will say that. Very pretty music. So I'm guessing from what he says earlier that they're in Scandinavia right now? Sure. That explains a little bit. You know, the rolling hills, the very pretty lush green land. Oh, he has so much trouble climbing this hill. I guess we'll just keep going. I mean, until we find something. Anything. Okay, we came from that direction, so I guess we're gonna go down this one. What lies ahead? More walking, that's what lies ahead. Or inner monologue, telling us a little bit of the story as we go along. However, sometimes sensical and sometimes nonsensical it appears to be. Okay, we're still on a path. Whoa.
What to make of Donnelly, the laudanum and the syphilis? It is clearly not how he began, but I've been unable to discover if the former was a result of his visiting the island or the force that drove him here. For the syphilis, a drunk driver smashing his insides into a pulp as he stumbled these paths, I can only offer my empathy. We're all victims of our age. My disease is the internal combustion engine and the cheap fermentation of yeast.
Oh? You have some issue, some sickness from the internal combustion engine, a car's engine? Is it? Oh, the DUI, the DUI that took someone close to
They
him.
found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. His fingernails were raw and bitten to the quick. They found the phosphorescent moss that grows in the caves deep under the nails. Whatever he'd been doing under the island when his strength began to fail is lost. He'd struggled halfway up the cliff again, perhaps in a delirium, perhaps trying to reach the Bothy's fire before curling into a stone and expiring.
What a way to go! Ooh, and this used to be a boat of some kind. Many moons ago. Let's see what's in this cave.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Oh, okay. This is this a little freaky. I mean, yeah, that's not too strange for the inside of a cave, but I'm still getting some very freaky vibes from this. And he's talking about a descent that he made. Uh, is he talking about just now? Uh, oh, everything? Okay. Thought something was wrong. All right, so I guess we're. So I don't know where in the store we are, but whoa. Okay, uh, Jacobson. Okay, that's. I guess that's the shepherd. That had to hurt.
From here, this last time, I have understood there is no turning back. The torch is failing along with my resolve. I can hear the singing of the sea creatures from the passages above me, and they are promising the return of the gulls.
Okay. Does that mean I'm done? I'm done? No, it does not mean that. Maybe I shouldn't have gone down that ominous and dangerous tunnel of pain. Too late now. Very pretty under here, though. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba da, dabba dee dabba da, dabba. This must be where that luminescent paint comes from. I don't actually know how they make paint. Just mixing different color pigments together. Maybe it's from these plant mushroom looking things. Very interesting. Don't know if I'm right though. Just okay.
I first saw him sat by the side of the road. I was waiting for you to be cut out of the wreckage. The car looked like it had been dropped from a great height. The guts of the engine spilled over the tarmac, like water underground.
Was that the door we found earlier? Those just laid out in that crevice? Ooh. Freaky. Suppose it's time to get out of here and go up that other path. This music, I'm telling you. Yep, crouch down, don't bump your head. Must be a slippery climb up there. Wow, look at those waterfalls. Look at that. That's amazing. The detail on it is pretty good too. Wow, I'm floored right now. This is pretty. Honestly, I could just stand here in the game for a good while, but we do not have the time for that. I guess we have to make a plunge. Whoa! Sploosh. I did not die. That is some cool running water. Reminds me of a couple caves I visited when I was much younger, kid. It's amazing what goes on way down in the earth. Untouched and undisturbed by us, the humans. Now you see, walking down here, I can understand how slow he walks. Slip and bump your head. And then I get another achievement. I wonder if I get another achievement for just slipping off of here. Or wait, is that? I think that's where I was earlier when I jumped in the water. Pretty sure that's where I came from. Yeah, that is. Because look at these waterfalls. You could very easily, not in this game, but very easily slip off these waterfalls. I mean, look how smooth that is. Whoop. And you're gone. I mean, yeah, in this case, you just land back down there. If you land in the water properly, you'll be all right. Wow, this is pretty. Like I said much earlier in this video, very mystical. I mean, I know this is supposed to be natural stuff. Still very pretty. What awaits for us at the end of this tunnel? More walking. That's what awaits us.
In my final dream, I sat at peace with Jakobsen and watched the moon over the Sandford Junction. Goats grazed on the hard shoulder, the world gone to weed and redemption. He showed me his fever scars, and I mine, between each shoulder the nascency of flight.
Oh. Imagine one of these things just breaks off. Achievement! Darwinism. You have won the Darwin Award. Stand underneath a sharp object and stare at it. Reap the rewards. Okay, you know, I wouldn't mind this game's soundtrack. It's just very pretty music. Can I get up on that? No, the answer is maybe, possibly. Yep, I can climb that little hill. But instead, I'm going to take the water route. I think that route's a little quicker. Whoa, okay. I bet that water is absolutely just beyond freezing. What does this symbol mean? Curious. I really don't think there's anything down there. So we'll move on with the way that I think the game is technically trying to get me to go. But honestly, just look, I really think it's a path just like that there, where it just loops around. Is that a science equipment? Yeah, that looks like something on the periodic table. Don't know what it is. If anybody out there knows what that is, I would love to know it. OH, HO, and then NN2, or NN squared, except the 2 is down instead of up. Very interesting. Maybe it's trying to tell me something. And I just don't know what it is, so I'm going to keep on walking. Because that's just what these boots will do. I can't see my feet. That's more paint. Why are you bringing paint into this cave? Seriously. More drawings. Tree. Paintings. Not drawing. Ooh. Bikes? I'm gonna see what's down here first. There's that.
This cannot be the shaft they threw the goats into. It cannot be the landfill where the parts of your life that would not burn ended up. It cannot be the chimney that delivered you to the skies. It cannot be the place where you rained back down again to fertilize the soil and make small flowers in the rocks.
But what if it is? Oh, writing. Behold, Damascus of Tekken? Tekken? He wants to play the game Tekken? Okay, I'll play it. Wow, this is like walking through a mad scientist's, tunnel, hallway, that just lived down here. It did nothing but write out equations, trying to figure out a way from being a city. Ooh. And it small be a rungus heap. What? Colors are changing. Still freaky. Waiting me up here. More water. Sooner or later, I want my questions answered of what in the world is this guy doing here on this island. Yeah, can I drown? Like how they muffle even the background sound. Okay, take a plunge in the -0 degrees weather. Water. It's down here. Okay. Ouch. It's almost like bounce off the walls. This. Okay. So I'm now in a world underwater. Apparently I have gills. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. I drowned. I drowned. Whoops. My bad. Music. Beautiful. What awaits us up there? Very misty. Also, as I've already said a couple times, it's gotta be super cold down here. This guy either is just so used to it or wearing a really big jacket that we don't know he's actually wearing. Maybe he's got on some of the best thermals in existence. Never know. I have unlocked the achievement of Esther. Okay. Let's see where this goes. Oh no, I'm supposed to move. My bad, guys. There's a tent down here. Oh, what we got? We got the candles. Our guy mentioned candles earlier. Ooh, look at that moon. Full. Hello? Hello? Hey, listen. 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 Okay. That is all the time we have for today. Honestly, I have mixed feelings about this game because originally starting out, I mean, it's just walking and listening to this guy's inner monologue. I'm still unsure of really what's going on, but that's fine. Slowly we're starting to figure it out. We're hearing about different people. Apparently, his love interest, somebody he said was in a DUI. There was the car door laying out there. So I feel like these things have happened here and we're discovering them, going back to them. Why he ended up on that boarding ramp, that's what it's called, on that boarding ramp or boat ramp is what I should have called it. Why he ended up there and is now just walking around talking to himself, and why these houses are empty, I guess we'll find out later. But thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. And with that said, I wish you well. Craigmon out.